Welcome to Take Aim. My name is Los Santos. I'm here with the specialist with me right now. Well, I'm going to present you guys a specialist that are with me right now. I have Carr and Watson. Well, today we're going to be discussing about Concacaf, Champions League, TFC. Toronto has been looked down upon like a club for many years. It's clear that they are the better team in MLS in history. You know, like you have to give them praise. You have to give them praise. You know, over the years, from being bad to like extremely a good team, and now going all the way far to like semifinals of Concacaf Champions League. Like, you guys ever thought that a team like Toronto FC will make it like this far, like unstoppable in the MLS?
With who they have, what they've done, I'm not, avoiding the thought that it's not possible. Like you said, they broke records last season. Most points in the season. They won everything. They're our own domestic treble. They won the Canadian Championship, won the Supporters' Shield, won the MLS Cup. It's clear that this team definitely deserves to be within the semifinals. And I think anybody in the city who knows soccer knows that being a team like Tigres, Ener Valencia, Eduardo Vargas, Gignac, top class players that played for their national team and are huge names around the world, for them to have surpassed them in a two-legged series. So they came very close. I won't agree with the calls in the second leg because I don't think that penalty was deserved.
Yeah, it wasn't a penalty.
Not a penalty. It was clear that TFC were the deserved winners, and
it was a better team.
It's immense, man. It's immense. Like, yeah, we have great players. We know this, but to beat a team like Tigres just shows that we have a lot of potential in our continental Concacaf Federation. So I feel, for me personally, that if we win this semifinal series against a team that historically is the best Concacaf Champions League team of all time, historically the best team in the continent, the best team in Mexico, that is Club America, I think this is our last uphill battle, because TFC right now have a harder side of the bracket than what New York and Guadalajara are going to. If you would have asked me, Chris, who would you rather pick? I'd pick Guadalajara or New York in a heartbeat over Club America. That's going to be our hardest game that this specific team have ever faced together. More than ever. And going to the Azteca, getting a result is going to be crucial, but because we have the first leg here in Toronto, we need to go all on attack. And I'm going with 3-5-2. I know you haven't been a fan of the 4-4-2.
Yeah.
But it's not unheard of to see last season, with our success with the most points in the season, start a game with 3-5-2 and then in 4-4-2 to solidify the back a bit and whatnot. Now, Greg Vanny, he's been kind of mixed with making the right calls and whatnot, but I won't throw too much banter at him because there's been a lot of individual errors to players. And that, I'm going to point my finger right now to Jose Altidore. I'm sorry. Way too many chances uncompleted. You've seen it firsthand for yourself. He's not. He's been assisted a lot of stuff on a platter, and he's not getting the goals that should be getting at a guy of his caliber. Yeah. Justin Morrow, left wing back, been a little too quiet. I've been seeing a lot of the newer attacking mids like Akeche, sometimes even Giovinco swindle to the left where it should be him like swindling those crosses from the left side to support the attackers and get some goals in the box. Hagelin Zavaleta not been impressive defensively. If there's any area on the field that I'm going to say that needs to step up for this series, it needs to be the three in the back. That is if they continue with that formation. Because right now, besides Drew Moore, Zavaleta, and Hagelin, there's only one other center back, and that's Mavinga. And to Vanny's selection, the top three best center backs to him are his nephew, Zavaleta, Mavinga, and Drew Moore, which is fair to say. Drew Moore for the leadership, the experience. He's won.
Yeah, but I think Mavinga is the best center back they have.
His aggression his tenacity is great. Not, holding back and going at players.
Yeah.
It's great to have him. He's quick too. I haven't been as impressed with Zabaleta at all. He's been one of the worst players in the team. No disrespect, but he needs to step up. But Drew Moore, obviously, like I said, the experience, leadership. He's won MLS Cup before. He's been in Concacaf Champions League before with Colorado. Has been knocked out, but he's got the expertise to be the voice back there, to talk to the guys, communicate with Alex Bono behind him, and they have a very good connection there. And that needs to be one of the primary things. Secondly, our most important player on the pitch who can change so much of the pace of the game and turn things over is Michael Bradley to help out in the midfield. He makes it not only easier for Vasquez to getting that ball so quick to create a play for Altidore Giovinco, but Osorio and Delgado, who, by the way, have been both very good. Very good at starting. They've been keeping things very simple. I was kind of making a lot of comments to Osorio last season. He was impressive, but he's been, some games, arguably the best player. Against Columbus, for me, he was the best player. And, he looked very good at Tigres with that last crucial goal. Credit to Osorio. Delgado keeping it simple. You know how he is.
Do you think Osorio will play? Because if they do what you said, 3-5-2, which you would like them to see, it's either Vasquez or Osorio.
Right. So lately, Vasquez hasn't been as sharp.
He's been injured.
Back
spasms.
But besides that, Vanny has been bringing him on the final third from the bench. Now, depending on his condition, could very much worry the overall performance of the team, because in that triangle last season of Vasquez, Giovinco, Altidore, that was very crucial to their success. Yeah. But I really, my favorite addition to the team, I thought it would be Vanderveel, but I'm still waiting for him to step up a bit more. It's actually Aguirre Akeche from Bilbao. I think that kid has a lot of potential. He's very quick. He has everything that Vasquez doesn't at his age. Not to say that Vasquez is a slow player, but anything physically, I think Akeche can make up for if they're both on the forefront on attacking mid. But we really need Justin Moura to step on the left wing back. Auro, I like him. He just needs to finish more chances. Needs to be more assertive on the pitch, but he has a lot of potential. And Vanderveel,
he'll play.
Yeah, but what we've seen with Vanderveel over the years, we're talking about a guy who's been in the World Cup final.
He's played
right back with
PSG.
So Caligari,
But,
so,
I think he's done pretty well this season. I think
he needs more time to settle in.
But I think he's good because the way he attacks down the wing and he whips in balls, and he's very he's quick. He's still pretty quick
for his size too, for 6'4".
So I think he's an important piece when it comes against these Mexican teams and stuff like that. It will be important in the first leg, especially. I think if TFC were to get through here, I think they have to win the first leg. They have to. Because historically, MLS teams going to Mexico, they don't do too well. Because it's a very hostile environment. The stadiums, fans are, it feels like they're on top of you. It's not... I know we can say it, but, some people argue about it. I don't know why, but the officiating seems to be kind of fishy when they go to these facing Mexican teams in their home ground. It seems like they make weird calls, bad calls here, so, and you don't really see that when they face in America an MLS team or in Canada. So you don't see that. I don't know why, but if we look at TFC, they started off their career, the team, not really good. Over the years, they've tried till they got it right. And last year, best team MLS. Like Carlos saying, best team MLS history, everything, won the treble, everything. That's why we're in the Champions League, Concacaf Champions League now. We have been here before with a different team. I think we made all the way to semifinals.
2011.
I think it was semifinals. Yeah. We lost in semifinals. I don't remember who it was. I think it was a Mexican team, but I don't remember who we lost to.
I'm also brain farting. Yeah,
I don't remember. Club America, like you were saying, is the best when it comes to Concacaf Champions League. They've had the most success in it. They've won the most trophies in it.
Yeah.
It's been a while, I think, since LA Galaxy, since MLS team won the Concacaf Champions League, since LA Galaxy won it. I think if we can win that first leg, and I'm not saying a win 2-1. I want to go, when they come to us, 2-0. A solid 2-0, they don't score. So because if they 2-0, they have no away goals. So we can go to them, third thing, And we don't have to sit back at the beginning of the game because we know they don't have an away goal. If they don't have they don't let them score at home. They have no away goal, and we have a couple, like let's say 2 goals, right? We win 2-0 first leg. We go there, we score one quick, 1 goal. Now they have to score 4 goals to win the game. To win the thing, right? Because even if they score 3, they tie us. We go through on away goals. They have to score 4 goals. That's not easy. I know they'll be at home, but that's not going to be easy. So I think the home game is where everything will end up. If we lose that game, it's over.
Yeah, it's very crucial.
It can't really go to a draw as well.
No. We need to take advantage in the forefront and go all attack 3-5-2. Maybe we can go 4-4-2 in Azteca, but we need to make sure, like you said, that away goal does not happen. Defensively, we need to be on top, and we proved that we can play defensively last season. But some of our players have not been in their prime phase of stepping up.
Yeah, defense has been kind of weak.
We only have 1 center back on the bench besides those 3. The only other option we have is if we bring Justin Morrow, who has played center back in the center, but then who do we have on the left side? Auro, who's been playing right, is apparently versatile on the left, but we haven't tried him there yet. We're not going to experiment like that. Not to mention, Justin Morrow has not had a good season so far. Last season, this left wing back had 8 goals in the season. A left wing back. That's pretty good. He hasn't done anything close as much so far. We've lost both MLS games, which I can understand right now. Okay, the team is really focused on Champions League.
That's it.
And I can understand why they're just that focused that they don't want to think of anything else. They're taking it game by game. But this is a lot of weight on their shoulders. It's the most important game. It's not more important than the final because I guarantee you Club America are more of a threat than Guadalajara and New York Red Bulls.
Yeah, I was also going to say that too, that I think this Club America team that we're going to be facing is the best team that TFC's faced in their history. I don't think they've faced any better team.
Yeah.
It's good that this is the best TFC team we've ever had. Even though we had the record last year, I think this team is better than last year's team. Even though you say, they already have 2 lost MLS, it's because we're focusing so much on the Concacaf Champions League. We won all the other trophies. This is the trophy. We want to fill the cabinet. We want to win. And we believe that we can win it. Even as fans, we believe we can win it. But we say to ourselves, Club America, this is like the final. This is like, if you look at it, this is the final. Because if you can beat Club America, I think we go to a final to 1 game. I think we could beat Red Bulls or the team.
I think I'm very comfortable with TFC handling them because in recent years, Toronto FC's record has been very good about New York Red Bulls.
Yeah.
Okay, so Red Bulls, their tactics, they're very high press. It's in their DNA. TFC know how to contain a team that high presses as long as they're not quicker than them, to invite the pressure and retaliate quickly, or with a non-open play, they get their goals from counters, quick counters or set play goals.
Yeah.
A free kick from Giovinco or a corner or something. I have a lot of faith that even though Red Bulls are looking better this season than last, TFC can override them. And Guadalajara, even though that's not a typical fixture we've seen, look what they've already done to Tigres, who are arguably, people are saying, are the best Mexican team they were last season, in my opinion. I think Club America is the final step. And once again,
because Club America been there and they won it.
Yeah.
So
they're very accustomed to this.
More experienced team.
And so TFC are not used to this. And like I said before, they need to do the best they can at home because when they get to the Azteca, that's a very, very intimidating environment. Seriously, I just hope for the best. Like these guys need to really get the mental game strong.
They can't really get intimidated when they go there.
And it would be easy, bro.
Yeah.
But they need
to add on, kind of to finish off the video, I think that, like you're saying, Altidore, he wasn't finishing too many chances. In this game, and then, like the 2 games, both of them, but especially the first game at home, he needs to have a big impact. He needs to hold up the play, he needs to hold up the balls. Because Giovinco, as much as he's very talented, good on the ball, skillful, can run at players, he lives and dies by how Altidore plays. Because if Altidore can hold up the ball, Giovinco can run off him. Because Giovinco can't take the ball from half field and run it all himself because he'll just get bodied and take the ball out. So Altidore is an important piece to it. If he's good to hold up the ball, Giovinco will get into space. He'll give the chances to Altidore to run in behind and get those opportunities. And Altidore needs to be lethal and finish all the chances. Giovinco, he needs to have an amazing game.
Yeah. Luckily, he's been consistent. But
Delgado has to play because of he keeps the balance. Because we have a lot of attacking
Also
players,
very fit, yeah.
he needs he's like the balance. He's not. Yes, he attacks also, but he's like a box to box. He defends a lot too. Bradley, very important because our back three kind of been shaky a bit. Bradley's gonna be very important, pivotal.
Yeah.
He's gonna be communicating with the back three all the time. The wing backs, that's something we're very strong and a lot of teams can't handle.
Mm-hmm.
We need to get down the flanks, spread the field as much as we can, and I think if the only position you kind of say, okay, who's in, who's out. Osorio's played very well this season so far. But Vasquez, at home, I think has to be Vasquez. Because he's such a playmaker. We need that playmaker. We need goals. If we're going away, you could make the case, Osorio, he's got more legs. He can run around. But I'd still probably take Vasquez because Vasquez has the experience of playing in these big stadiums, big matches for Barcelona, Champions League. He's played in the Mexican League. So he knows all this already. So he's got the experience. Not going to get overwhelmed by this huge stadium. Because Osorio's never played in a stadium like that.
No, he hasn't.
So Giovinco's playing in a stadium like that. Altidor's playing in a stadium like that. Vanderbilt's playing in a stadium like that. You know, most of these players that played in a stadium like that, Bradley, players like Osorio, you know, they haven't played stadiums like that. So it could get really overwhelming. You know, get to their nerves, get to their brain, their mentality, game on the point. So I think the big players that play for big clubs before TFC in big games, this is where they need to shine to go to the extra.
Yeah. They can't really be laid back.
Yeah,
They have to high press
high
from the
integrity.
first minute to the end of the game to the last one.
Because they won't
Have to.
Club America won't give them a
They're not gonna
chance
give them a
to
chance.
stay laid
I
back.
feel
yeah.
for that reason they need their freshest legs to press the life out of them in BMO because their fitness needs to be up to par to handle that.
But the thing is, if you have Delgado and Bradley,
Yeah, they're
you
very
can
fit.
you
Bradley's
can have a
higher,
Vasquez in there
You
who
could.
doesn't run as much as someone like Osorio, but he gives you a playmaking that no other player on the pitch is gonna give you.
Mm-hmm.
Because you have Delgado and Bradley to mix. Okay, they can almost be like two holding mids almost. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Delgado releases a little bit more than Bradley.
Let's get to like the prediction. What you guys think? The first leg. What do you guys think the score will be for the first leg?
I think 2-0. TFC.
TFC.
2-0.
I'm gonna say
Carl.
2-0 as well. I'm gonna go with him on that one.
And
I
then
think it's fair to say
second leg, I think we'll lose 2-1. And I think on aggregate we'll win 3-2.
Carl, what do you think? Second leg.
it's gonna sound crazy, but I think it will go 2-0 at BMO, but I think they will also bring it back to also be 2-0 and it'll go to penalties. I'm willing to go that far because of that stadium. I just think that, yeah, there are some players who are on international level that are accustomed to that type of pressure and that immense capacity, but there are also some other players who just need to...
So if it goes to penalties, who wins?
This is where it gets
But we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out.
Like, you know, this
We're
is
gonna
where it
find
gets
out.
really-
But this is the end of the video. Leave a comment below. Who you guys think is gonna take the first leg or the second leg? This is Stay Kim. My name is Los Santos. Thank you for the specialist, Carl and Watson. Take care.